One of the first things that people ask for when you publicize a certain radio program accessible on radio is, what's the frequency? Well, not so with Radio 254, and that's what makes it unique. Ever heard of an online radio before? Welcome to Radio 254. Radio 254 is an online radio station situated at Jasmine Center, Parklands Road, Nairobi. It is a radio station whose mission is focused on playing only Kenyan music and content 24/7. That is one of the more than one qualities that make Radio 254 stand out amongst other radio stations. The nature of operations, its mission, and means of running make Radio 254 unique amongst Kenyan radio stations that we're used to. Radio 254 was commissioned on October 1st, 2020, during the period when Kenya and the rest of the world was faced with the intensity of COVID-19. And since then, it has seen gradual growth as it strives to focus on its purpose, promoting 100% Kenyan music and content. Where did this dream come from? Who bore this dream? The ambition of owning a radio station which plays as much Kenyan music as possible resided with one Njukia Kuri. Njukia reveals that from as early as 2013, he aspired to own a radio station that focuses on taking Kenyan music to Kenyans and to the world. What contributed to the decision of identifying as an online radio station here in Kenya? Well, originally, it was not the main goal. Njukia aimed at getting a frequency for the radio station he intended to birth, but the process proved hectic and frustrating. Njukia shares, and I quote, "The process of acquiring a radio station frequency proved tough. I had to fill many forms and was thereafter put on a waiting list for years. This was demoralizing. I realized that even if I got a frequency, I will still need to put up towers in different cities, which is very expensive." End of quote. Where one would have given up in the face of adversity, Njukia Kuri saw an opportunity to view the adversity in a different perspective, which eventually led to the existence of Radio 254 as we know it. While the world was grumbling and murmuring concerning the ravages of COVID-19, a birthing was occurring in Kenya, a platform for Kenyan talents, creatives and curatives. Njukia, Radio 254 CEO says, and I quote, "I started to look at radio differently. While tough regulations made it difficult and expensive for me to set up a radio station, the internet space was free." End of quote. A significant amount of time later, Radio 254 is finding its place in the hearts of Kenyans, finding its own place in the media industry. It not only serves our country, but beyond. Radio 254 offers a chance to aspiring radio presenters who are yet to find a platform on renowned media stations in Kenya to grow in their skill, to grow in their craft.
Hello, my name is Sumaya Hussein and I am the news producer for Radio 254. Now, I got to learn about Radio 254 from a friend of mine who was working here previously. I was looking for a place and she asked me to apply to become a member of the Radio 254 team. And so far, the experience has been so amazing. I really love the working culture of the place. I love the flexibility. I love how our bosses really trust us with whatever it is that we're doing. And I think that's very important for when it comes to personal and individual growth in our careers and all. Radio 254's mission is to promote Kenyan content 24/7, play Kenyan content, and I think that's very brave.
Hi, my name is Ala Nyaundi. I am a third year Jomo Kenyatta University of Agriculture and Technology, but right now I'm doing my internship at Radio 254. Radio 254 is a radio station that plays 100% of Kenyan music and content. I first heard of it when Eric Omondi was championing for a bill to play more of Kenyan music rather than outside music. The second time I heard of it was when I was invited to do a show with the J&J podcast during the amateur hour, that is every day from 12 to 1. Working as an intern has been flawless at Radio 254. At first I was tensed, skeptical since it is an online radio station, but I think I've had more empirical experience that I would never have had if I went to these already established radio stations. Radio 254 is the fastest growing radio stations at the moment, since we're gaining an audience each and every day. And the people you meet there, I promise you, the people you meet there are the people who will see you to the top. These are people who are ready to mentor you. These are people who are friendly to you. These are people who are ready to take care of you, ready to show you anything and everything you need. How did I get this internship, you ask? So, after the J&J podcast, I was intrigued. I wanted to learn more. I wanted to know how does this work? How does everything work around here? Because this was a new thing to me. I'm used to the analog radio stations, going into your car, tuning. But how does this work? So I was curious and asked the intern at the time, how did you learn this? She advised me to send an email but also follow up with a hard copy CV, which I did. Later on, I was called to do an interview. I was lucky enough to be interviewed by Mr. Njokia himself, that is the CEO of Radio 254. And after a trial day, I got in. Yes, thank you.
Radio 254 staff is hence purely 100% young people who are striving to find their place, characterizing Radio 254's walls with so much energy and youthful enthusiasm to take the world by the horns. Captain Gikosh and Wangeshi's 254 Drive, Roman and Dagi's The Morning Commute, Sonia Pinto's To Chapiane Show, the Saturday's Backbenchers Podcast and The Quorum Show, and the Sunday's Christian show Life with God are only but a few of the variety of radio shows packing Radio 254's atmosphere.
Hello there, my name is Gikoya Moses. Sounds so formal. AKA Gikosh the Captain. I host the 254 Drive alongside Wangeshi each and every Monday to Friday from 4 p.m. all the way until 7 p.m. at Radio 254. And you guys may be wondering how the experience have been. The experience has been amazing, beautiful, had its ups and downs, but here we are. But I'm all here for it. And you're wondering how I got to know about Radio 254. I came to know and discover Radio 254 via an influencer. A big shout out to you, Atieno, who just told me about Radio 254, and I did shoot my shot, and here we are. Such a long story, lovely story. Oh my gosh, what I think about Radio 254's mission, it's God sent. Because not only will we benefit, it will benefit generations and generations, musicians and musicians, creatives and creatives.
Radio 254, headed by Njokia Curie, is committed to eradicate the stereotype that Kenya does not have quality music. Hence, no point in investing time and resources on promoting Kenyan music and Kenyan content. Njokia holds, and I quote, "Kenyan music is good, but many people don't know how to access it. Our goal is to encourage audiences to listen to great Kenyan music. While curating the content we receive, we have confirmed that there is really good content produced locally. Radio 254 enables us to make Kenyan music more accessible." End of quote.
Hello, my name is Audrey. I come from Eldoret, Kenya. I'm a student at my university. My opinion about Kenyan music is that our music has identity. It really does. But it's consumers that have a problem with the identity. Many people say that Kenyan music is poorly composed, an assertion which I don't agree with, because literally Kenyan artists really try, but all in all, everyone has their preferences, and it's okay to love certain types of music and prefer other ones and hate other ones. Yeah. So, what am I doing to support Kenyan music? I listen to Kenyan music most of the time. I prefer Kenyan music to bongo, to Afrobeats. Like, I really love Kenyan music. Kenyan artists, to my opinion, are doing a really great job. That's why I love Kenyan music. So I think by listening to their music, I'm really playing a big part in supporting Kenyan music. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Kivuli Onono. I reside in Nairobi, a student at Kenya Methodist University. I love music and I'm so passionate about it, especially gospel music in local languages, praise and worship majorly. Kenyan music has grown from since when it started, when we were young, up to now. It's kind of encouraging, and we see changes that have taken place. I download music from YouTube, I subscribe, and I like it, so that I can support Kenyan music. I share it with friends, and I put it up on my status. Thank you.
Radio 254 has seen a variety of celebrities coming to its platform for interviews on the various shows. Personalities like Eric Omondi, Steve-O Simpleboy, Frasha, Wangeshi, Beatty, Hat the Band, Ben Soul, Nviri the Storyteller, and even personalities from the political scene like Professor George Ojakoya, Justina Wamai, Ruth Mutua, and David Waihiga Mwaura. Radio 254, almost 2 years old now, has reached a listenership of over 10 million people worldwide since its commissioning. In the month of August 2022, Radio 254 had to pay an extra 5,000 Kenyan shillings to its hosting service provider because it exceeded its planned monthly limit of 1 million visits to its website, its streaming platform. Kenyans are finding value in Kenyan music and Kenyan content, and Radio 254 is striving to commit to this mission ever zealously. Being a non-profit startup, Radio 254 relies on donations from well-wishers to facilitate its operations. If you support Radio 254's mission, please donate to the upcoming media organization using M-Pesa till number 5944039 or via Radio 254's website www.254.radio under Donate Now. You may reach Radio 254 through phone number 0110-254-254, WhatsApp number 0110-254-254, through their Instagram at 254.radio, Twitter at Radio 254 online, or through their website www.254.radio. Radio 254, Kenya to the world.